Awesome. What is up, guys? Sorry for the late start. I had a few technical issues. I'm still trying to work out this whole computer jazz. And our American didn't wake up. He's still asleep. So thank you, John, for your help, good fella. All right, let's get going anyway, guys. Just going to be super short. Time's precious. We know that. Pretty excited, guys. We got a good mate of mine, Marshall. He just started here. He's seeing the vision. He's super coachable, and he wants to take this thing to the top. Also got Sean Straka, a big boss down in Melbourne. Killing has been doing for about 2 years. He's pretty resilient to anything anyone throws at him about this industry. But really, guys, we just want to take you through A to Z today about why we're really excited, this movement we're a part of, and what this whole concept that we're doing, and just share it with you, just give you the knowledge, guys. So, like, if you aren't comfortable or not satisfied with where you are right now, you're going to have to change something in your life. So, just have an open mind. I say have an open mind because if you have an open mind, you're more likely to take in the information we show you and decipher a good decision for you, whether it be to think this could be something for you and how you can fit it in, or if it's not for you, but still you've taken in the information that you need to take in. So just keep that in mind, guys. Have an open mind. This is different, but then again, different is good. We need to do something different if you want to reach your goals and reach your dreams that you should want to reach. I mean, why settle for second best? Why work for someone else and make their dreams come true? So I'll get to my story, guys. I'm coming here from Newcastle, currently in my dorm room, which you can probably see. Just Tuesday night here, just chilling. Yeah, when I first heard about this, it was about 10 months ago. I was a builder down in Victoria. My friend came to me with this concept, and at first I thought it was too good to be true, and I kind of wasn't too sure about it, but knew I wanted something different. I knew I wanted to have bigger dreams and bigger goals than just to settle for second best. So I really knew that if I wanted more, I had to become more. So I really took this like full steam ahead, just did the research, and yeah, like what I found out that this is kind of the perfect opportunity for me. I mean, everyone's different, but it's a perfect one for me. So if it works for me, it can work for any of you. So really, yeah, I've been doing this 10 months now, just slowly starting to launch it here in Newcastle. We've got a killer team down there in Melbourne. They're on fire. They've just been nailing the momentum ever since we started, pretty much. So super excited about that. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to hand it quickly to one of my new good friends. Just kind of got started. I'll let him tell you his story. But yeah, he's like super coachable. He understands that he wants to put in a bit of hard work to get something out that's going to benefit him for the rest of the life. So if you're sitting there behind your computer, give Marshall a little clap and welcome. It's his first webinar talk. It's his first really Vima talk to anyone. So he's just stepping up with the big boys. So here he is.
I want to be the only one on. Hello, my name is Marshall. This is it's a great moment. Thanks to Riley who introduced me to Vima a month ago. Was it? Yeah, about a month ago. Yeah. I was out one night, really had a good night, and yeah, so he just pulled me into his room and he's got all these cans around here. So, it's like, oh, you gotta try one of these. What is this? So I just took one, and yeah, I liked the taste. So I took one, and I took another one later for the morning. He told me, oh no, you just drink this, and yeah, you feel good. I said, all right. So I went to bed, woke up the morning, no hangover whatsoever. I feel brand new. And well, I went back to him. I said, well, I want to know more about this. This is a good drink. And he told me all about it, and he invited me down to Sydney for Brad's talk. I really liked that. I like the whole concept behind the business because looking at my dad, he works behind the desk and always got the suit and tie on every day, which is not my type of thing. Like right now, sitting behind the desk, going to class, not my thing. I'm more interactive, social type of person. So I'm looking at it this way. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, there's nothing that goes one way. We go both ways. We have to experience the bad times to have the good times. So I'm really super excited to get going. I got my products in today, which is very exciting. So tomorrow I'm off and running, and we'll see how it goes. So excited. Thanks, Riley.
All right, that's the man himself. Watch that space. He's going to take it to the top. Derek, you guys, like, if you haven't heard about this and you're hearing about it the first time, you're probably just thinking, like, what the hell is they all talking about? And what we're talking about is a concept that's pretty unique and not new, but the industry and the company we're in is pretty new in Australia. So what the industry is, it's affiliate marketing. So what we're doing is we've partnershiped with a company. So the beauty of partnering with a company is you don't have to worry about any of the traditional costs to a normal business, like paying staff, paying your taxes, paying your franchise. All we are simply doing is just swapping from one company, which never gives us back to another company, to where we're able to touch into a pool of money that is normally spent on traditional advertising. So like the industry itself is a $170 billion industry. I mean, that's double what basketball is, double what music is, double what the movies is, more than them combined. So like the industry is massive, and it's like one of the most stable points of our economy. I mean, a lot of people haven't really heard about it, but they still do it every day. Everyone sees something good, they then go tell their friends about it. That's all it is. It's a sharing industry. And what that does, it allows us to work from wherever we want to work, however we want to work, when we want to work, on the side of whatever we're doing. So like, now what we've done is we've partnered with a company called Vima. So Vima is an acronym: vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. The company is based in Arizona. They've been open for about 10 years now, and they've been in Australia for 3 years. So what they do, they just focus on healthy alternatives to what people are already spending their money on. So when I got started this, I was spending money on like other energy drinks, pre-workouts, coffees and stuff. I was already spending money on things that this company does, so I just switched from what I was buying then, just switched to a healthier alternative. So for me, ideally, it is a free business to where I can then enhance my skills, my mentality, my finance, and my health all in one go with a free business as such. And with that free business, you get a website and an app and connection with people all around the world who are doing this. So I don't want to go into that too much, guys, because it's not very complicated, but it's simple, and that's all we need it to be simple. All we're doing is sharing a healthier alternative across the most socially connected generation of all time. So like, I'll get Sean to go into the products in a little bit, but that's basically what we're doing. The company has been in Australia for about 3 years now, and there's 3,000 people involved in Australia. Because that's like hearing about Facebook when there was 3,000 people. You heard about Facebook from a friend. There's the same kind of referral. This, you hear about this from a friend, and then you show to another friend. So it grows exactly the same with Facebook. So imagine if you bought shares in Facebook when there was only 3,000 users in Australia. And think of how many there are now. When there's 27 million people in Australia, think how many have Facebook. So no, that's kind of analogy I use because everyone knows what Facebook is. But that's what we're doing here. We're just consuming something different. We're consuming something healthier. We're feeding our bodies something healthier. And in the long run, if you want to just consume the product, that's fine. Just consume something that's better for your body. Or if you want to learn how to make a little extra income or just free products, then we show you how to do that. I mean, it's not a business that you are just held and you have to do it all to yourself. I mean, when I first got started, I got introduced to two guys. One guy's earning, well, I shouldn't get into finance, but he's earning 60 grand a year residually. He's been doing it for 2 years. The other guy's earning over 6 figures. I mean, if they can do it, then so can I. I mean, 50% of the people in the company, the top income earners, are under 30 years old. I thought, shit, like if they can do it, then what is stopping me from doing it? So like, that's how I kind of fit into my life. All I'm doing is sharing something. I'm not doing anything different. We've just found a company and an industry that we get paid for something that we do every day anyway. And for myself and for Marshall and for Sean, it's a free industry, so we jumped right on it. But so that's kind of enough about that. We want to keep this short, guys. So I'm just going to hand it over to Sean, and he'll just get into the company a little bit more and a bit about the products. But yeah, like Sean, he's just taught me heaps in this industry. I mean, I started fresh. I had no idea about any of this, and I was currently living with him, so he just showed me how it works. Like gave me the nudge that I needed, and now he's killing it down in Melbourne, and I'm launching up here in Newcastle. So sure, man, I'll just hand it to you. Just go over a few things, add your 2 cents, and then throw it back this way, big fella.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. All right, thank you guys for having me on the call. For those who don't know me, my name is Sean. I've been in this business for about 2 years, and if any of you guys are skeptical on this call, I completely understand where you are, because when I first heard about this 2 years ago from my ex-girlfriend, I completely blew it off. I thought it was too good to be true, one of those things, because she heard it over a Facebook message. And I really sort of took a step back out of myself and sort of looked at like where I was in life. I realized that, yeah, I had a good job. Yeah, you know, I didn't get the best grades in school. I dropped out of year 10, but I had a really, really good job. And I sort of looked at that and I'm like, is this what I want to keep doing for the rest of my life? I'm 25 now, and obviously I heard about this when I was 23. But I looked at my life and I was like, if I don't change anything in my life, nothing's going to change. So I was 23, just literally doing through the motions, waking up in the morning, going to work, going home, going to watching TV, going to sleep, then just repeat, Monday to Friday, then go out on the weekend, blow all my money, and repeat the same cycle again. And when I actually stepped in and educated myself on the opportunity and actually went on the internet and looked all up, not looked up the credible sources, not the bloggers, but in terms of like the business awards that this company's won. We're the official drink of the Phoenix Suns. We have an arena in the Phoenix Suns NBA team. You don't just get an arena, and you don't get people who are the players to be consuming products if the company isn't that credible. We've won about 151 awards for the products as well, and the business awards as well. So to get that kind of recognition, and let alone that, to get recognized with the CEO along with Steve Jobs, Ford, and Coca-Cola, because we've won the Stevie Award, which you can look it up. It's the Business Excellence Awards, CEO of the Year, sorry. So when I got educated and saw those things, I was like, all right, now that I put my ego aside and realized what this company actually is, I was like, all right, well, what exactly is it? VIMA is an acronym. It stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, Aloe Vera. It's a liquid nutrition shot, about a 59 ml shot. It's got about $120 worth of produce in it. So for example, in terms of nutrition, you would have to eat about 2 oranges, 9 avocados, 3 stalks of broccoli, 55 eggs, a cup of spinach, 3 cups of peas, 19 medium bananas, 62 ounces of cheddar cheese, 5 large potatoes, 61 cups of tomatoes, 2 large watermelons, 17 ounces of cherries, and 37 medium mushrooms to get the amount of nutrition that's in this. And because we have our own manufacturing plants and we have our own chief scientist who literally creates all our products, because all our products are plant sourced and natural. All they're grown in their natural state. Mangosteen being our core, the core part of our product we have our own crops over in Southeast Asia and we harvest it, and it's all done naturally. And what they've done is they just harness the things of the products and put them into a liquid nutrition. And the reason why we use liquid nutrition over pill form is because when you buy Swiss multivites and tablets and stuff like that, say for example you've got 2 sponges, right? If you wet a sponge and put a pill on top of a sponge, it's probably going to fizzle out a little bit. But when you have a sponge and you pour liquid onto it, the liquid is going to absorb into the sponge. It's because your body works on diffusion and surface area. So with pill forms, you only absorb maximum, and that's being generous, up to 25% of it. With liquid nutrition, you absorb up to 98% of it. I mean, you understand your body is exactly like a sponge. You want to get the best into it. And because food is mass produced these days, where they like get it in the ground, pesticides, herbicides, everything, they can just get the food in and out quicker because of obviously our population is growing. It doesn't have enough time to get the nutrition it needs. So if you were to eat 2 peaches in the 1950s, the equivalent of that now is 52 peaches. So, and that's only because food is so mass produced. So having a supplement in your life is huge, and it's actually recommended by doctors. Like the VIMA formula has no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors, artificial flavors, gluten, preservatives. We've all got BPA packaging, no soy, no dairy. So what they've done is they've taken that formula, that 2 ounce 59 ml shot, and they've put it inside of these products, which is Verve, right? It's a healthy alternative to Red Bull, Rockstar, any of those bad drinks that we all know that are bad for us. So what they've done is taken that shot and put it inside of this. So it's different. All we have is different delivery systems of the core VIMA product, all backed by science, because all of our products are clinically studied. It's not like, oh, I know I feel better, I hope I feel better. everything is backed by science and clinically studied. We've spent about $500,000 on research, double-blind placebo test, everything. So what they've done is, now that they know they have a really good product, they're like, all right, we have a really good product. But the difference is we can't compete with Red Bull. Red Bull spends about $1 billion a year on advertising to get some guy to do a kick McTwist over a jump and pretend he's drinking Red Bull and he's actually drinking water in front of stage at dirt bike riding. And also the guy, obviously, they sent up, outer space and jumped out of space in the Red Bull suit. We don't have the advertising budget to compete with them. If I put Verve in a 7-Eleven next to Red Bull, 9 times out of 10, you're going to drink Red Bull, even though Verve is a far superior product. So what they've realized is what is the most effective form of advertising for a business and for B, viral marketing with people. Word of mouth advertising is the most effective form. If I like something, I'm going to tell people about it who I like, trust, and respect. If I go to a movie and I'm like, man, that movie was sick, like you've got to go see it, and then my friend goes and see it, I've done 100% of the legwork for that company, but I've never been paid a cent. So when you understand that you can take your advertising budget, as this company does, they paid out $121 million last year in advertising revenue to people like Riley and myself and anyone on this call who takes advantage of this, because it's just a word of mouth advertising, and what you put in is what you'll get out. It's not one of these things where you get into it, you buy Verve, and you become a millionaire overnight. No. But literally, so what you put in is what you get out. So what this company does is they're like, here is my advertising budget. How much do you want of it? How much are you going to spread the word of mouth advertising chain? And that's how much you'll get rewarded by, because it's paid on sales volume. So you get paid on all like the orders in your business because you started that chain of word of mouth advertising. The company is going to give you a little bit of money for every bit of product that goes to your business. And the coolest thing about this is you have to have an ABN to do this. And when I was first introduced to this, the first thing that came to my head was pyramid scheme. I was like, it's one of those things where you get in and then you get everyone else in, and then you make all the money. Which is completely wrong, because when I got educated and understood you actually have to have an ABN number, which is obviously affiliated with the government, so you have to lodge a tax return. I've done 2 of them now, and I'm still here. When you understand that and realize it's a credible business, anyone can out-earn anyone because it's based on sales volume. Because it's a balanced team system, Riley can earn more money than me. I have people in my network at the moment who earn more money than me, and that's fine because they've put in more effort. Because we're literally we're not looking for everyone, but we're looking for people who are motivated and driven, who want more. Because when I was working full-time, I was like, man, there's more to life than this. There's more than this. And I wanted more money, but I didn't want to work more hours. And most people's options, if they want to work more hours, they literally want to go get a part-time job. So I didn't want to go get a part-time job. I didn't want to work in hospitality. And I was like, man, there's got to be something else out there. And somehow this fell into my lap, only because my girlfriend knew someone because of word-of-mouth advertising. So what happened is I took advantage of it. I'm young, driven, and ambitious, and I don't want to spend the next 70 years of my life, like many other people, working for someone else, trading my time for money. So I understood that these products are exactly what our generation does. We all spend money on coffee, water, Red Bull. Water costs more than petrol, yet it's free out of a tap. But we'll go to the survey and we'll spend $3.50 on a 600ml bottle. So anything that you drink, you can replace with this. All we're doing is a shifting of spending, and that is it. So you're shifting you have the same example. On average, people spend about $400 a year on products that they don't necessarily need. All we're saying is take half of that unnecessary spending and put it into something that can A, benefit your health, and B, potentially, if you wanted to, make a part-time income. We're not looking for, everyone to be incredibly successful. What we want to help you guys do is create part-time incomes, multiple sources of income. And that's the second point that I want to make. When I got educated on this business, the biggest thing that you're told when you were younger is never put your eggs in one basket. But when it comes to your income, we all just have one source of income. And when we say, for example, if we lose our job or something goes wrong, we all go into panic mode. What people who have what we want do is they create multiple sources of income. So if one stream falls off, they've got other streams to fall back on. So what we're doing here is we're creating another stream of income, whether that be $100 a month, $100 a week, $500 a month, whatever you want, because you can take whatever you want from the advertising budget, whatever your part-time income, you dictate it. You choose how much you're worth. you can have, there's people who have created full-time incomes in this. I've made more in this in weeks than I have working for someone else. And all I did was do things like this and share products that I love because I've seen the health benefits and many of my other friends have seen the health benefits. So all we're here to do, guys, is to simply just educate you on the products and the compensation plan. We don't expect you guys to get everything in the first call. It took me about 3 months because I'm a slow learner to actually understand this. So I'd never done anything like this before, and I can't stress enough the two things that most people go through most people's head. What's in it for me? What's in it for you is to get healthier and to have a part-time income. The second thing is, can I do this? I couldn't do this. I dropped out in year 10. I literally did plumbing for a year and I quit. I've quit on everything because nothing suited my life. But when I found this, I was like, I think I can do this. Even if this excites you a little bit, that is enough to then get connected with us and we'll show you the ropes, because I avoided talking for 8 months before I got into this. So you don't have to be some superstar rock star to get into it. You simply just have to have the drive to want more, and you have 95% of what we need. We literally give you the other 5% and you're on your way. But the thing is, you're not on your way because this business, it's all about people helping people. You don't get anywhere without helping the next person. So Riley, obviously help him as much as I can, and everyone else in my network, because it's all about people helping people, and we're sort of trying to create this culture of, you know, we all just want to live together easily. Like the way to live in this world shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't have to stress about stupid things like petrol or bills. And this is a vehicle for us to be able to not stress about those things if you just put in consistent effort over a long period of time. So if you guys want to know more as well, get connected with me on Facebook. Riley, obviously, message Riley, and he'll dish out my Facebook contacts, because obviously I don't know who's on the call. I don't want to talk anymore, but if you guys do want to talk anymore and find out why this business is so important in the 21st century due to technology, and obviously technology replacing jobs and people just booming, and there's only more people and less jobs, we can go into all of that. But I'm going to throw it back to Riley for now, because I think I've spoken enough for this call. And if you guys want to know more, yeah, just get in contact with me or Riley.
Boom. Thank you, son. So very, very good information there. I just want to touch on a bit more of what Sean was saying. So we have superior products. They're a little bit more expensive than Red Bull, but we're selling Ferraris, not Toyotas. But ideally what we're doing, we're tapping into 3 major trends of products. So we have the wellness trend, we have the energy drink trend, and the weight loss trend. So like, guys, if you're thinking like, oh shit, like who can I tell about this? We all know people who already consume these products, who want to make extra money, who just want to do something different. So like, for example, like the wellness industry, that's a $115 billion industry. The energy drink industry is $12.5 billion industry. And the weight loss management is $61 billion industry. So we have superior products to those industries. And if you think this is so new, like the more times you get people, the more you tell people and the more you get in between those major companies and those trends, the more success you'll have. So like the law of income states that you get paid for the value you bring to a marketplace. So if you're a builder, if you're a PT or anything, you get paid for the value you bring to that job. And if you can't do building, you're not going to get paid too much. If you're good at building, you'll get paid as much. The only problem is that you can only work so much in those industries. So you only get paid so much for the value you bring. The thing is with this industry, the more you connect with people in these major trends, the more value you bring to them, the more value it brings to the company, which means the more money you'll get in return and the more value you bring to yourself. So that's what I see, guys. I see like you don't have to be the smartest kid in the world to do this. All you have to do is see that it is a viable option that can work in with whatever you're doing right now. You don't have to change whatever you're doing right now. You work the magic of part-time and you share this with people who you think need to be healthier or need an extra income, or if they're bored in their job at the moment. That's all we're doing, guys. We're just sharing this with the people around us, and then we just help them do the same until they have the goals that they want to have. I mean, that's what I'm about. I'm trying to help people get the lives and get the goals that they want to live. That's what it comes down to, guys. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but we do these every Tuesday. So yeah, if you're on the call right now and you can think of anyone who is any of those major trends or is seeking something different or is already consuming something that is unhealthy, that they're putting into their body for no reason, then get them on the call as well and see where this can take you. And yeah, get back to whoever invited you here. They obviously like, trust, and respect you enough to want to share this information with you. We're not going to chase you out too much. We just want to see where you want to take this. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. We're not trying to pressure anyone into this. All we're doing is giving you the knowledge. You decide what you want to do with it from now on. So thank you, Sean, and thanks everyone who took the time to get on the call. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and it was a bit of a rush, but I hope everyone has a good night, and see you all next Tuesday. Peace.